Hey, so in our backyard we have this space that's always sort of just been absolutely nothing, and we decided we wanted to do something really cool with it, like plant a flower fort. So we planted a bunch of things just from seed, and as you can see, they're slowly growing over the course of the summer. We were really excited to see this starting to come in and take shape and what we could do with it.
Okay, guys, hear me out. These benches and this table would be adorable in the flower fort. Here it is in the back of the truck. I think we found the perfect pieces to tie everything all together. We're purchasing a couple plants for the pots that we had to give it a pop of color in the middle on the cement pad. These annuals have come in so beautifully. They're starting to really bloom here. Honestly, I had my doubts at certain points in this process. We spent hours and hours and hours out here weeding and trying to control the madness. But in the end, it's been worth all of the effort. You can see how beautiful it is with the sunflowers just starting. This cement pad really had no purpose, and we kind of filled it in with junk, embarrassingly, and now we're kind of stuck with trying to get a huge railroad tie out of there that really wasn't we didn't have a use for and didn't want to move before now. And let me tell you something, railroad ties are very heavy. Here we go. I'm looking at this video, I'm kind of proud that we managed to do it without losing any toes or anything in the process. Yeah, Briar ripped her skirt. But other than that, we were pretty much unscathed. Here goes the rest of the trash. With each section that we pulled away of debris, we had to then clean the dirt and everything up. Our original plan was to create a flower fort, meaning just a bunch of annuals, beautiful annuals that would create like a room with privacy inside the cement pad. So here we are pulling everything to the side so we can clean underneath it, and we're going to start pulling that furniture and things out and start decorating. This is the fun part. We're bringing in a rug. We weren't entirely sure that the rug would add or subtract to this project. We knew we wanted a rug in there, but this one seemed like more kind of a tribal print, and I was afraid with the vintage furniture that we bought that maybe it wouldn't look good, but overall I think I really love it, the way it all came together. The rug is a little bit bold and it just really adds to it. So you see those benches we showed you at the antique mall, and there's a couple of chairs and that enamel top table that's already in there. Now we're trying to figure out where we're going to put what. Fun fact, periwinkle blue is one of my favorite colors in the whole world, so I'm really pleased with those benches. We're antique dealers, so we're pretty good at digging through and finding treasures and collecting things, and we love the history in each item. We take a lot of pride in being able to pull things together from a whole bunch of different places and create something beautiful. And you see one of our little side closets that's just stuffed full of treasure as we're pulling stuff out, and to put this really colorful, beautiful space together. And this, oof, look at her lift that. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty exciting to see it finally come together. We get along pretty well, melding our ideas together, which both of us are pretty headstrong, so I'm pretty proud of that.
So not long before we started setting all of this up, we went to the Ohio Reformatory, and they've got all kinds of really cool toned, interesting plants, which I think took inspiration in what we ended up planting in some of our pots here. As you can see, lots of like cool purples. If you guys don't know, the Ohio Reformatory is basically an old prison that's been shut down and you can do tours in, and it sort of has a spooky ambiance, and they've definitely taken inspo with their flowers that they have planted out front. It also helped inspire us. I think next year we're wanting to do more of a Gothic look in our front patio as well, and getting some of the more unique seeds and plants that they had. I'd never seen some of them before, but they really were like strikingly beautiful. And it adds a really interesting touch in these late summer seasons where everything feels so warm and hot to have some of those cool looks.
This area that we're working in here is in the back of the house, and it gets nice afternoon shade. The front of the house, where we also have some gardens and plants, it gets hot afternoon sun, and it just has been frying everything that we put in there this year. And I think the pots on our front porch might really benefit from some of these choices that we've put into these pots. They have proved to be very durable and a beautiful pop of color, so I'm really pleased with that.
We have a giant cast iron cauldron planted with some of these celosias. I'm not really sure if that's how you say it, but that's how I am, so. But we planted those from seed, and they also look beautiful. I don't know if they're completely as full as these ones here, but I am really proud of how they turned out considering we started them from seed in our house at the beginning of the season. So I think we're gonna do a lot more of those this next summer. So now that the planning's done, we're just doing some final touches, getting things cleaned up. And we'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. And then it's a couple weeks from this time even, and the stuff has gotten even bigger yet, so we'll show you again.
This has been a satisfying project from start to finish. But all in all, I think this has really come together. I am sure it's going to evolve and change with time. That's what gardens do though, and that's the fun of the art.